Dear all, this is Dilipudani. Today I will teach you the topic of vector calculus, that is line integral. Now first of all, what is line integral? The line integral is a simple generalization of a definite integral, that is integration from a to b f of x dx, which is integrated from point x equals to a to point x equals to b along x-axis. This is the integration of function of x along the x-axis from points x equals to a to point x equals to b. But in case of a line integral, the integration is done along a given curve c, right? Along a given curve c from the point A to point B, that is called a line integral. Okay. Let f bar is a vector field defined at every point of a curve c, and if r bar is the position vector of that particular point on the given curve c, then the line integral of f bar over a given curve c is defined by, that is, integration of f bar dot dr bar over a curve c, that is equals to integration of f bar is f1i plus f2j plus f3k. This is a vector field dot dr bar. R bar is a position vector, that is xi plus yj plus zk. So dr bar, that will be dxi plus dyj plus dzk. And now if you will find out the dot product of this one and this one, the result is I dot I is 1, so it will become f1 dx plus j dot j is 1, so it will become f2 dy, and k dot k is 1, so it will become f3 dz. So this result will give you the line integral of the vector field f bar, which is defined at every point of a curve c, and r bar is a position vector of the point p of xyz on the given curve c. And if c is a closed curve, then the symbol of line integral, that is this one, right? You have to draw this closed circle on the symbol of integration, right? So it represents the line integral over a closed curve C. This is a closed curve, right? Okay. Now fundamental theorem of line integral. What is the fundamental theorem of line integral? See, if you have been given a vector field f bar, that is f1i plus f2j plus f3k, and its components are continuous throughout and open connected is in D in a given space, then we will be having a differentiable function phi such that f bar equals to nebula phi. And you know very well that nebula phi is nothing but gradient of phi, and that is equals to del phi by del x I cap plus del phi by del y j cap plus del phi by del z k cap, if and only if for all points a and b in the given domain D. Then the value of the line integral f bar dot dr bar from point A to point B, that is independent of the paths joining A to B in the given domain D. See, what is fundamental theorem of a line integral? If you will find the curl of a given vector field f bar, right, and if that is 0, then we have one important result, that is f bar equals to nebula phi. We have discussed it in the last lecture, right? So f bar equals to nebula phi. So when f bar equals to nebula phi, When will you get f bar equals to nebula phi? When we have curl equals to 0. If the curl equals to 0, we have f bar equals to nebula phi, and from that you will be in the position to find out a scalar potential function phi, right? And if the curl f bar is 0, then this line integral, that is integration from a to b f bar dot dr bar, is independent of the path joining a to b in the given domain D. This is the fundamental theorem of line integral. I will take one example to explain you this result. Okay, if the integral is independent of the path from a to b, then its value is given by c. This is the integration from a to b of f bar dot dr bar. So that is equals to integration from a to b. F bar is nebula phi dot dr bar, and nebula phi, that is del phi by del x I cap plus del phi by del y j cap plus del phi by del z k cap dot dr bar is dxi plus dyj plus dzk. Now you have to find out the dot product of these two. So I dot I, that is 1, so it will become del phi by del x into dx plus similarly del phi by del y into dy plus similarly del phi by del z into dz. Now this is in the differentiable form, right? Because phi is a function of x, y, z. So d phi will become del phi by del x dx plus del phi by del y dy plus del phi by del z dz, if phi is a function of x, y, z. So we can write down this one as d phi. So this result equals to integration from a to b d phi. Now integration of 1 with respect to phi, that is phi, right? And if you will put down upper limit and lower limit, it will become phi b minus phi a, right? So if the line integral is independent of path, then you can directly find out line integral with the concept of this one, that is, first of all you have to find out scalar potential function phi with the help of condition f bar equals to nebula phi, right? And then after you have to solve this integration, that is integration from a to b d phi, that is equals to phi b minus phi a. How? I will take one example, so you will be in the position to understand this concept. Okay. Now we will take one example. So what we have to do, we have to find the work done when a force F bar, that is x square minus y square plus x I cap minus into bracket 2x square plus y j cap moves a particle from the origin to the point 1 1 along the curve y square equals to x. See, work done, that is nothing but a line integral. So work done, that is a line integral of given vector field along a given curve. And here the given curve is y square equals to x. We have to find out a work done along this path to move a particle from 0 0 to 1 1. So that is nothing but a line integral. So here r bar is a position vector, that is xi plus yj plus zk. So dr bar, that will be dxi plus dyj plus dzk. First of all, we have to find out f bar dot dr bar. So dr bar is dxi plus dyj plus dzk, and f bar is given to us, that is this one. Now we have to find out the dot product of this f bar and this dr bar. Okay, so that will be I dot I is 1, so the result is x square minus y square plus x dx, and j dot j is 1, so it will become minus 2xy plus y dy, and here the k component is absent. Okay, so it will become, right, with this, if we will find out the dot product of this term with this term, you may write down this term as 0 k cap, so it will become indirectly 0. So we have f bar dot dr bar, that is equals to x square minus y square plus x dx minus 2x square plus y dy. Now we have been given the path of integration, that is y square equals to x. Okay, so y square equals to x. Now integrate this function and write it in differential form. So derivative of y square is 2y dy, that is equals to derivative of x is dx. Now what we have to do, we have to convert all terms of f bar dot dr bar in form of y, right? So we have to consider the limit of y, as the path is y square equals to x, and that is from origin 0 0 to 1 1. So the limit of y will vary from 0 to 1. So the limit of y will be from 0 to 1. So work done, that is integration from 0 to 1. This is f bar dot dr bar, right? X square minus y square plus x dx minus into bracket 2xy plus y dy. Now what we have to do, we have to simply replace x by y square. If you will replace x by y square, it will become y raised to 4. Now y square as it is, replace x by y square, replace dx by 2y dy, and x by y square, so it will become 2y cube plus y, and this is finally dy. Now simplify this result, right? So that will become integration from 0 to 1, 2y raised to 5 minus 2y cube minus y dy. Now integration of this function with respect to y, that will be 2 as it is, integration of y raised to 5, that is y raised to 6 by 6, minus 2 as it is, integration of y cube, that is y raised to 4 by 4, minus integration of y, that is y square by 2, and the limit is 0 to 1. So first of all, put down the upper limit, that is 1, and the lower limit is 0. So ultimately it will become 0, right? Now simplify this result. The final answer is minus 2 by 3, right? Okay. Now we will take another example, that is example number 2. We have to find out the work done of the given vector field, that is this one, over a curve rt equals to ti plus t square j plus t cube k cap, and the value of t is between 0 to 1 from 0 0 0 to 1 1 1, right? Now you can see that here we have been given r of t in a parametric form. So comparing r of t equals to ti plus t square j plus t cube k cap with the standard form xi plus yj plus zk. So by comparison, we have x equals to t, y equals to t square, and z equals to t cube. So find dx, dy and dz, because in case of line integral, we have to find out integration with respect to a single variable, right? So here the limit of t is given. It means we are going to integrate f bar dot dr bar with respect to t. So we will convert dx, dy and dz in terms of dt. So dx, that will be dt, dy, that will be 2t dt, and dz, that will be 3t square dt. Now find f bar dot dr bar. F bar is this vector field given to us, and dr bar is dxi plus dyj plus dz k cap. Now find the dot product of these two vectors. The result is y minus x square dx plus z minus y square dy plus x minus z square dz. Now convert this f bar dot dr bar in terms of t. Replace y by t square, x by t, z by t cube, dx by dt, dy by 2t dt, and dz by 3t square dt, and simplify the result. You will get f bar dot dr bar in terms of t. So that is this one. Okay. Now work done, that is integration of f bar dot dr bar along the given curve C. Here the limit of t is given to us, that is from 0 to 1. So integration from 0 to 1, and f bar dot dr bar, that is this function, that is 2t raised to 4 minus 2t raised to 5 plus dt cube minus 3t raised to 8 dt. Now we have to integrate this function 2 as it is. Integration of t raised to 4, the result is t raised to 5 by 5 minus 2 as it is, and integration of t raised to 5, the result is t raised to 6 by 6 plus 3 as it is, and integration of t cube, the result is t raised to 4 by 4 minus 3 as it is, and integration of t raised to 8 is t raised to 9 by 9. Now the upper limit is 1 and the lower limit is 0. If you put down the value of t equals to 1, right, you will be getting this result, and for t equals to 0, it will become 0. Now you have to simplify this result only, right? Okay. So the final result is 29 by 6, 0. Okay. Now example number 3, if f bar is this vector field, right, then we have to show that f bar dot dr bar is independent of path of integration. Hence find the integral when c is any path joining 1 comma minus 2 comma 1 and 3 comma 1 comma 4. See, here we have to prove that this vector field is independent of path of integration. To prove that the given line integral is independent of path of integration, we have to find out the curl of a given vector field. If the curl of a given vector field is 0, then the given line integral is independent of paths. Okay. See here, we have been given f bar equals to this vector field. So first of all, we will find out its curl, that is nebula cross f bar. So nebula cross f bar equals to determinant of ijk del by del x del by del y del by del z x, y and z component of given vector field. Now we have to find out this determinant, that is I cap del by del y of 3xz square minus del by del z of x square minus j cap del by del x of 3xz square minus del by del z of 2xy plus z cube plus k cap del by del x of x square minus del by del y of 2xy plus z cube. Now we have to find out the partial derivatives. Partial derivative of 3x z square with respect to phi, xz will be constant, so its result is 0. Partial derivative of x square with respect to z, x square is a constant, so its derivative is 0. Now partial derivative of 3xz square with respect to x, result is 3z square, and partial derivative of 2xy plus z cube with respect to z, the result is 3z square. So 3z square minus 3z square, again it will become 0. Now partial derivative of x square with respect to x, result is 2x, and partial derivative of 2xy plus z cube with respect to y, result is 2x. So 2x minus 2x is 0. So we have nebula cross f bar is 0. So the curl of given vector field is 0. Hence we can say that the given line integral is independent of path C. If the given line integral is independent of path C, then we have one important result, or if the curl of a given vector field is 0, then we have one important result, that is f bar equals to nebula phi. Now with the help of this condition, we will be in a position to find out the scalar potential function phi. F bar, that is this vector field, and that is equals to nebula phi, and nebula phi means gradient phi, that is del phi by del x I cap plus del phi by del y j cap plus del phi by del z k cap. Now comparing both sides, we will be having del phi by del x equals to 2xy plus z cube, del phi by del y equals to x square, and del phi by del z, that is equals to 3xz square. Now we will integrate equation number 1 with respect to x. So its integration will be 2x square by 2y, see, 2x square by 2y, and integration of z cube is constant, and we are integrating with respect to x, so the result is z cube x, and we are integrating with respect to x, so y and z will be constant, so we have function of yz. Now similarly, we will integrate equation number 2 with respect to y. So integration of x square with respect to y, the result is x square y plus function of xz, right? x square y plus, right, x square y plus, we are integrating with respect to y, so function of x and z will be constant. See, x square y plus function of xz is constant. Okay, now integration of equation number 3 with respect to z, so it will be 3x into z cube by 3 plus function of xy. You can see over here, right? You can see over here that is 3x into z cube by 3 plus f3 of xy. So 3 will cancel out. So we have xz cube plus function of xy. Now we have to write down 5, right? See, here we have x square y. Here again we have x square y. So we will write down x square y only once, right? Then after, here we have xz cube. Okay, right? And again here we have xz cube. So we will write down repeating terms only once. So we have xz cube, and this is the constant function. This is also this is constant. Then after, this is also constant, and this is also constant. So we have written plus c over here. So the required scalar potential function phi is x square y plus xz cube plus c. Now work done, that is integration of f bar dot dr bar along the given curve c, that is f bar dot dr bar equals to what? D phi. Why D phi? Because here the line integral is independent of path. Why it is independent of path? Because we are getting curl f bar equals to 0. So in the theory we have shown that integration f bar dot dr bar along the given curve c, that is equals to d phi. And here we have to integrate the given, here we have to integrate d phi from 1 comma minus 2 comma 1 to 3 comma 1 comma 4. Now integration of 1 with respect to phi, the result is phi, and this is upper limit and this is lower limit. Now you have to replace phi by x square y plus xz cube plus c, right? And for upper limit you have to replace x by 3, y by 1 and z by 4. Then after minus sign, and for row limit you have to replace x by 1, y by minus 2 and z by 1. Okay, right? This is done over here. Okay, now you have to simplify this result only, right? And after simplification you will be getting the answer 202. Done. Thank you for watching this video.